I fought those ladies for years.
If you got married,
years.
you had to get married some other day.
We're going to make a note. I'm going to make a date here about coming in here and interviewing you here.
Yeah. Oh, listen, I've butted heads for, like I say, you couldn't, nobody could use it except the bingo ladies.
Yeah. The bingo ladies.
The bingo ladies. Yeah. The fire auxiliary, the EMS.
What was the bingo stand for?
To play bingo, the game.
Bingo.
The fire auxiliary and the EMS
bingo lures.
The two auxiliaries, they had the 2 nights. Yeah. I mean, you couldn't, nobody could use it on Saturday.
But let me tell you this, though. They put a lot of money in that fire department.
They did.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, people that were like the Owsleys, they like to have their family reunion one Saturday night. Yeah. They could not get it one Saturday night. One Saturday.
Yeah.
I wanted it one Saturday for after Thanksgiving.
They,
the big
they just
everybody.
Bend.
Who was they? Who made those decisions?
Whoever was in charge
I'm not going to mention names anymore because they're not all dead yet. So.
Well, I suppose that they had a standing date with the city.
Catherine Tishy was one of them.
With the city secretary.
Yeah.
So the city was the one
because
it was still that you get the key from.
And see, they don't have to pay. Everybody else had to pay. That was my art group. We'd have to pay. And man, I fought those ladies for so long.
The boatmen had to pay to use it?
And the boatmen did.
The bingo ladies had to.
No, the bingo ladies didn't pay.
No.
Who did pay? Everybody else?
Everybody else paid.
Everybody else.
If you could get it. If you could get it.
Okay.
And they make the contract a year ahead. And nobody, it didn't make any difference who it was. You could not get it on their bingo nights.
You couldn't break them.
They had Thursday and Saturday nights. You could not, you'll tell you.
Yeah, we tried getting it ourselves sometimes on Saturday.
The boatman couldn't get it. The boatman couldn't get it. You know. Ooh,
what about the community center? The wood planks that are on the building. Was that just new wood?
On the outside.
On the outside.
Yeah, I believe all of that was new wood.
Probably new wood.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's because I didn't put up any of the outside now. All I done was worked on the inside.
Who put in the sidewalks? Do you remember who put in the sidewalks out there and some of the grass and some of that?
I planted, you know where the concrete was? When I belonged to the garden club. I planted all the way around there. You know those 2 Hollywood pines? I planted those. They were this tall.
When was that?
Hey, when I belonged to the garden club, I could look up when I belonged. I finally quit because they just worked me to death, and that's these ladies come in their gloves and hats and take pictures, and then they'd leave, you know.
Yeah.
And I also planted all the way around the community center. I planted the civic center. I planted the old police department. I planted in the harbor. I planted half Port Aransas. And I said, all the city needed to do was water.
I need some yard work done, Ginger.
Can
you come over?
Yeah, I'd love to.
I've got some.
But they wouldn't water it, so but I planted that whole.
I want to kind of ask a few more questions here of everybody. And then we can maybe do this again another night too.
And I'll shut up.
Yeah.
No, I think Rick wants to come one
Yeah,
night.
because there's other people, and I want to wear everybody out.
If he can before you go away.
I want to make sure all this is working good.
Yeah.
I want to make sure you get your rest. And
he goes to the river every chance he gets.
All 3 of you, because you got a lot of history that helps, and then you've heard a lot from other people that help too.
Yeah, but I've always had to make trouble to get things done. I've always had to anger people, like the bingo ladies, you know. And like I say, and I loved planning these things. I loved it, but I had to fight for everything I got. I'd have to fight for this, and I'd fight for that, and.
Well, we appreciated your.
Well, the boatmen all appreciate everything you've done.
They do. Like I said,
much.
I've gotten every award except boatman, and I don't own a boat. I've been volunteered, and I was nominated twice for Hall of Fame. So.
Well, you must not have displeased everybody.
Well, I mean, the boatmen, they appreciated me, but some of these other things, this is all in fighting for the boatmen.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of this was fighting for them. And like I say, I'm jerking, and I don't shut up very good.
What about any really fond memories or bad memories or fond memories from way back then?
Tell us a fishing story.
You know, or one of your favorite fishing stories or something. I want to get a
yeah.
few more questions here tonight.
But my
But
favorite fishing story was when we won the cat K tuna tournament.
on the Cat
Ginger,
K.
Yeah.
can we turn this down
Yeah.
so, because his voice is soft sometimes.
Where was that at?
Over in Cat K in the Bahamas,
It should shut off in just a little bit.
right across from Miami.
Why'd you like that?
Well, we won it.
Marlin tournament?
No, tuna tournament.
That's
How
okay.
big a tuna?
Well, we had 8 fish that we caught in 5 days that weighed 3,330 pounds.
Lot of
So they
tuna.
were all anywhere from 400 pounds.
Wow.
8 fish in 5 days. Wait, how much?
3,330 pounds.
There's probably some pictures of that in
And
some of these things I
No,
have.
no, none of those pictures.
Oh, there aren't? Oh.
Not of one.
That was back-
You did?
I got one picture.
Oh,
All,
okay.
were they all bluefin?
Giant bluefin.
What'd you catch them on?
We caught him on mullet.
Really?
Yeah.
What year was that? Wow.
That was in 50. It's 59.
It's okay.
What about the tarpon here?
Wait, I want to ask him about the rods and reels they used then to catch those fish.
Those,
What kind of rods and reels did you use?
we were using, when we started out, the 12-aught fin oars with the 130-pound test linen line. And we were fishing with 45 pounds of drag, and then we'd go to 65 pounds on double line. And we were entitled to 25 feet of double line.
Wow.
And one of those fish get his head down. See, we had everybody, this man of mine, buckled up in a chair like this, not a chair, but a bucket, harness. And there was two clamps going to his reel, from this bucket. Then coming between his legs, we had a big old half-inch rope that was tied around the pedestal, and come up here with another clamp that went into the bottom of his rod, for the simple reason that one time over there, this lady contended that she wanted to catch one of those giant bluefin tunas that those men there don't just putting on a big show, So she got out of that chair, and the mate forgot to hook her up.
Uh-oh.
One strike, boom, over the side she went, and they haven't seen her yet.
Oh,
That's
Boy.
true.
That's
true.
a true story?
That's true. That's true.
Oh, my.
So then, that's the reason why everybody
Honey,
said,
you tie me to that chair if I go fishing.
well, they hit with such force
Mm-hmm.
when they strike, because you're trolling at about 15
Wow.
miles an hour,
Yeah.
And, of course, we had all these harnesses and ropes and everything tied up on there. And I worked him to death.
What kind of boat?
It was a Rabovich 37-footer. Yeah.
And what size engine?
We had 2 of those Hemi head Chryslers in there that was 275 horsepower.
Wow.
And we had them just trimmed out real fine.
What about the tarpon fishing though in Port Aransas? When did you notice a time when it started slowing down?
Yeah, in 1956. See, the Mexican government built a cat and dog food plant on the Panica River. And they let those tarpon get in the Panica River because they go up to brackish water to spawn. The redfish and the snook do the same thing. 3 fish went up this river, and in order to have material for that cat and dog food plant,
And they just netted
they
them
let
out.
these things get up there. They put a chicken wire fence across the river. They dynamited it. Then they went in there and seined them all up.
Wow.
And it was after that. In 1956, in that October tournament, Bubba Molina and I were about 35 miles up the coast. It was a beautiful day in October. Fantastic. Fantastic. And we were on a school of fish, and we at that time we only had those little 5-watt radios, and normally the Army up there at Matagorda would call ahead and tell everybody in that district, to get out because we're going to throw in some bombs.
Mm.
They didn't do it this day. They turned 3 of them in out there, and one of them hit the beach. One of them in the surf, and the other one farther out around Bubba, between me and Bubba. And he disappeared. There was so much water went up in the sky. It went about 300 feet.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, and I turned around south, and he did, but he was running hooked up. And I called him. I told him. I said, "Hey, Bubba, that school's gonna come out here. But hell with them fishes. Them bastards excuse me. They tried to kill me." But that's what he said. Anyway, sure enough, boy, he took them off, and I stayed with that school. Well, I hooked 2 more fish out of that school before quitting time, because 2 o'clock was quitting time. And I hooked 2 more, and I lost 1, and we caught 1, Ms. Maud Ellis. So I put that one in the boat. I didn't hang it on the back and drag it like we normally do, because it took me 2 hours and 15 minutes to run from where I hooked that fish to the North Jetties in my boat then.
That was with a Maud Ellis?
Yeah, Ms. Maud Ellis and Ms. Rachel Vaughn. 2 fine ladies.
That's a picture I think I've seen here of those two folks.
Uh-huh.
Right here.
No, that's not them. That goes way back there. Is it?
Yeah, Mrs. Bill Ellis, Porter Ranches, and Mrs. Ben Vaughn.
Oh, that's them.
Showed them near first place in the 21st annual Porter Ranches Texas Tarpon Rodeo.
Yeah, that's them.
That was that day that happened?
No, that was a different.
Earlier.
I think that was a different time.
Those 2 gals like to fish a lot, huh?
Oh, nearer first place. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was the day before. And anyway, Ms. Rachel Vaughn caught 4, and Ms. Maud Ellis caught 2. It was 6 fish that we caught for the 2-day tournament there that we had.
Wow.
This is a 1985 boatman.
Okay.
A bunch of.
Oh, that's a spread, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And they used to, in the early days, they all wore white shirts and
Yeah, here's
trousers.
Henry Studeman right here.
They all had white
See
uniforms
that
on.
man right there?
Okay.
That's him.
That's him.
Yeah.
Where are you in there?
God, I don't know.
I have a picture somewhere of the first tarpon they caught.
Look here, David.
Yeah, let me look.
Look at Lloyd. Look at Lloyd in that picture. I can see you were a ladies' man.
Oh, yeah?
Look at this one. That's Lloyd too.
Yeah, I saw this.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a.
I think that's me right there.
Yeah, I remember Roy Swan. Well, tell you what y'all want to kind of wrap it up here, and so we can reconvene another day. What do
Betty,
you
do you
think?
have any questions?
No,
about
not
the
really. I'll
history of the
I'll
building?
probably come back when Rick comes, unless he learns to use the
Well,
camera.
I'm going to tell you all something now. I give the first interview free of charge, but I charge $250 after each one after that.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Or what do you drink?
What kind of wine do you drink?
Well, I tell you, I appreciate your time tonight, and
Yeah,
God, I'm so glad we
I
are
really,
catching you.
really
Yeah.
am grateful to be here.
Well, that's true because I
too.
just got back yesterday, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
From the